So, if you've ever cooked over an open flame with, say, a stainless steel pot or pan, you will quickly realize that that shiny finish will turn to complete black soot. That black soot just gets all over your fingers, and it's a nightmare to clean. Now, what ends up happening when we go to try to clean that pot or pan, we apply as much pressure as we possibly can to get that stuff off. Now, the shortfall of that is that we end up burning out very, very quickly. On the contrary, if we apply too little pressure, then we're not going to be able to clean it at all. The key to finding the success to that challenge is to apply a consistent pressure that's not too strong, that it's overbearing on us, but it's also not too weak, that it's not doing anything. And over time, and with a little bit of patience, we will find that the pot will return back to its nice shiny finish. Now, that analogy can work great on so many different things in life. In my instance, this challenge that I set myself up for, to draw and film myself every single day for 150 days, is a really big task. And at first, I definitely felt as if I was going 200 miles per hour, full throttle, and just giving it all. And I felt invincible at the time. I felt like this is going to be no problem, no sweat, no issues. But the effects of burnout were very, very quickly upon me. And so I realized that I can't find success if I'm going to try to apply myself with that amount of energy. And I needed to tailor it down. Now, if I tailor it down too little, then I'm not going to get there either. It needs to be some sort of consistent pressure. So if you've been watching along, you know that there are certain videos that have been longer and have had a higher level of production than certain other videos that are much shorter and more to the point. So you may be thinking, okay, well, so your consistency is not consistent. It's kind of all over the place. But the key in my situation is essentially just the consistency of showing up. Filming every single day and showing up every single day is the consistency that I am focusing on. Because the reality is, certain days there's going to be things that I need to do. There's going to be tasks and different commitments that I have to prioritize. But just because I need to prioritize that in my day doesn't mean that I can't show up and produce something for the challenge that I set myself up for. Certainly there will be instances where you will need to sacrifice something. However, over the last 14 days, I have realized that it is manageable. It is manageable to still do a very tricky and difficult task every single day, despite having a full list of other things to do and other commitments to show up at. This has also shown me throughout the last 2 weeks that consistency of showing up is incredibly beneficial. It not only improves my creative skill set, along with feeling a lot more motivated, feeling more inspired, and having a lot more creative energy than I used to. The other thing that I've also realized is that I'm a lot more confident, not only with myself, but with this challenge. I'm way more confident that I can achieve the 150 days, knowing that all I really need to do is show up every single day. Now, I know that there's going to be days ahead of me that are going to be incredibly challenging. Some of those days are going to be more challenging than the days that I've already experienced. But that's okay. Knowing this and keeping this simple analogy in mind really helps me to see my progress and to also be able to help increase my growth. See, I'm not sure what this challenge is going to do, and you may have challenges of your own, whether that's a challenge related to health and nutrition, or it's a challenge to improve your relationships, or maybe it's a goal, such as a career goal, or maybe a dream that you might have. When we first get the idea, or when we first get that awakening, where it's like, we have to get to this point, or we want to do this, we need to change this or that, we often have that same 200 mile per hour full-on pressure to try to get to that goal. And we simply can't get to those goals just by applying maximum pressure all the time. We need to find that consistency, and that is where we are able to get to the points where we want to get to. As somebody who learns as I go, learning by doing this challenge has really opened my mind up to this concept, because it's a concept that I've known about before, but feeling it and actually experiencing it with the application at hand, it really puts it more into perspective and makes it a lot easier to accomplish the obstacle, challenge, goal, whatever at hand. So yeah, I can't believe that 14 days have gone by. These last 2 weeks have really felt super fast, but they've been great. And despite some of the challenges that have occurred, I am really excited to see what's going to happen next. And I'd like to thank everybody who's been watching so far. I know that there's not very many of you who have, but the few of you who are tuning in each day, I really do appreciate it. And I really hope that this analogy I shared with you today makes you think. If it does, then that's awesome. And yeah, I hope to see you guys here again very soon. And I just want to wish you a wonderful weekend. Thanks for watching.